Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Ada. So if you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you. I love you. And if you're not, please subscribe to my channel so you can see the rest of my videos. All right? Okay, so let's get with what we're talking about today. So I am going to talk about what to expect after you've been vaccinated with a COVID-19 vaccine. I was vaccinated a week ago and I shared my experience getting vaccinated. All right, so today is kind of an update of how everything went for me. And so I know that before I got vaccinated, I was a little bit nervous and I wondered how I was going to react. I wanted to know from other people who have been vaccinated how they felt, what symptoms they had. So I called some friends and asked those questions, and they kind of relieved my anxiety by letting me know what they went through, which wasn't very much. And so I went into it not feeling as nervous. So that's my goal here, is to relieve your anxiety. Okay, I did some research and found some information that I believe will be helpful to you so that you are relaxed as you go in to get your vaccine. All right, so my experience was good. I had very mild symptoms. All right, so let's get on with the video. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for subscribing. But if you are not, hit the subscribe button and join the crew so that you can see what else I'm posting. All right, so let's get on with the video. So first of all, let's define what we're talking about today. What is COVID-19 vaccine? So it is a vaccine that is going to help us get rid of the coronavirus. It is going to protect us from the coronavirus. All right, so what are the symptoms that you get when you get vaccinated? So are just very mild symptoms that you get once you get vaccinated. Okay, the symptom that everybody feels is pain at the site of the injection and swelling at the site of injection. Usually goes away after a day. All right, so and what do you do to treat that? You just put a wet cold towel on there, all right, to reduce the swelling and then reduce the pain. So that's the basic symptom that everybody feels. That's the only symptom I felt. Now other people might have some other symptoms like fever, chills, headache, and body aches. All right, that's rare, but some people do feel those things. And how can you treat that if that's what you're feeling? So the recommendation is that you can take over-the-counter drugs like Tylenol, Motrin, same as ibuprofen, aspirin, or anti-allergy medications like Zyrtec. All right, and they recommend that you take those, if you're feeling the symptoms. I know some people have taken those drugs, or they think it's good to take those drugs beforehand so that you don't feel any of those symptoms. And generally that's what would happen if you but they don't recommend that, and they have a reason for it. They said that they haven't studied what would happen, or how the drugs might interact with the vaccine. They're afraid that it might reduce the effectiveness of the vaccine. They're not sure, therefore they don't want to recommend that you take it beforehand. All right, so that's that. And also, okay, so what are the vaccines that we have available right now? We have available right now in the United States 2 vaccines, and that is the Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccine. And okay, first of all, the 2 vaccines, you need 2 doses or 2 shots of them to be protected from this virus. And depending on which one you get, there's a time frame to get the second dose. All right, so for the Pfizer vaccine, there's a 3-week space. Okay, and then the Moderna vaccine, there's a 4-week space. So let's say you get the Pfizer vaccine today, you are going to need to get the second dose in 3 weeks or 21 days. If you got the Moderna vaccine, you're going to need to get the second dose in 4 weeks or 28 days. They recommend that you do not get that second dose before that 3-week period for the Pfizer or before the 4-week period for the Moderna. And they're very strict about that. And also, in the rare case that you don't meet the deadline that you are supposed to get the second dose, you have up to 42 days or 6 weeks to get your second dose, okay? For both of them, all right? So that's that. They also recommend that after you leave the site of your first dose, if you're feeling any type of weird symptoms, if you think you might be having an allergic reaction, they recommend that you call your doctor or call 911 or seek medical attention, all right? Because there might be something else going on, some kind of allergic reaction going on, all right? So you gotta seek medical attention if you're feeling those symptoms. Also, the symptoms of the regular symptoms that you have of like fever and pain and body aches, all that should go away or start to go away after 24 hours. If after 24 hours things are not going away or it's worsening, then you need to contact your doctor and seek medical attention, because then that's unusual, and that may mean that you are having allergic reaction to the vaccine, all right, or some type of complication from it. So after 24 hours, if things are not, all those symptoms are not subsiding, there's a problem. So call for help, all right? And then another thing is that, okay, for the fever and the body aches or pain that you have, you can also drink lots of water. That also helps reduce the fever. And now, to schedule your next vaccine, after your first vaccine, you need to schedule your second dose, right? Because remember, you got to get 2 doses for the vaccine to be effective. So after your first dose, you got to schedule for the second dose. And usually when you go to the first dose, they have you fill out a form, and it has all of your information, including which type of vaccine you got, whether it's Pfizer or Moderna. And based on that, they know to call you back to get your second dose when it becomes available. And so knowing that if you got Pfizer, in 3 weeks you need a second dose. By the second week, if you don't hear from the vaccine center, you should call them and schedule to get your second dose, because it is now getting close to the 3 weeks that you have to complete your dose. Okay? And then for Moderna, you have to get your second dose in 4 weeks, and you know that. So if by the 3rd week you haven't heard from the vaccine center where you got it from, you should contact them and schedule for your second dose. All right? So now, next thing is also, after you get the shot and it hurts and your arm is sore and everything, our tendency is to guard that arm. You want to baby it. You don't want to move it. No, don't do that. They recommend that you still use that arm, still move it around, exercise it, because you don't want it to become stiff. All right? Okay. So I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I'm going to repeat it, but it is very important for you to stick with the schedule of the vaccine. They do not want you to get the second dose prior to the scheduled time. All right? It's very important for it to be effective, for you to stick with the recommended time frame of 3 weeks or 4 weeks. All right? Don't take it beforehand. So for instance, the Pfizer is 3 weeks. Don't take it in 2 weeks. The Moderna is 4 weeks. Don't take it in 3 weeks. You have to take it as close to that time frame as possible. All right? And also, it is also important to know that your body takes time to make antibodies against the virus. All right? And that is with any vaccine, not just this one. So, but especially with this one, since it takes 2 doses for it to even be effective, you need to wait longer. So after your very first dose, you don't have enough antibodies to protect you from this virus. So you're not immune to the virus yet. So you have to wait until after your second dose. In fact, 2 weeks after your second dose, then you start to become immune to the virus. By then you have built antibodies. But after the first dose, you're still not immune. You have to wait till after the second dose to become immune. After 2 weeks after the second, to become immune to it. So you still gotta treat yourself as if you have not been vaccinated until you build the immunity to protect yourself. So that means you still got to do the protective measures that are recommended, like hand washing, wearing a mask whenever you go out in public or with other people, social distancing, and staying away from crowds. All right, you still got to practice all those measures to protect yourself and others until your body has built enough antibodies for your body to be immune to the virus. All right, so I hope I have been of help. I hope I have helped you calm your nerves and get you ready to be vaccinated, because we all need to be vaccinated so we can beat this virus, y'all. Come on, so schedule your vaccination, get vaccinated, and let's kick this virus to the curb. All right, are we ready to kick this virus to the curb? I know I'm ready. Hello, I'm ready. So let's kick it to the curb by taking the vaccine. And yeah, if you love my video, okay, I think that's a stretch, asking for too much, right? Okay, if you like my video, like and subscribe to my channel so that you can see everything else that I'm posting. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.